Hey, social media family, this day, we're going to be talking about something amazing and something great, something that we all don't really take in consideration, or we don't really acknowledge much, and it's the grace of God. You hear grace of God mentioned so many times. By the grace of God, I was saved. Good goodness, God's grace, this, that, all that, another grace, and everything grace. And the thing is, grace, in true definition, means an undeserved favor. It's the simple way to say it is God's way of showing us how much He truly loves us. We don't deserve grace. We don't earn grace. We don't even get to claim grace. God gave it to us. When He died and He sent Jesus on the cross, it was right there at that moment we received grace. And when we accepted that sacrifice, when we accepted it, the manifestation of His grace was all a gift. It was a gift of life. It was a gift of second chances. It was the gift of just being able to say, you know what, even though in my sin, even though in my flaw, even though in everything that's wrong with me, His grace is what lifts me up. His grace is what restores me. His grace is what can make me keep moving because I know that He's still with me. The thing is, nowadays, we don't ever really talk about how you receive grace. And the thing is, you already have grace. No one can tell you that you fell out of grace. It's impossible to fall out of grace. What we did fall out of was the glory of God. The Bible says that we fell short from the glory of God, meaning we fell short. We couldn't meet up to the requirements, the standards, or whatever people and with the word in the law stated. We couldn't complete it. We couldn't fulfill it because we were imperfect. We were flawed. We had so much sin in us. We had so much desire for evil and desire for other things that we shouldn't have been doing in the first place. So how do we receive grace? You already got it. When Jesus died for you and you accepted that sacrifice that He made, at that moment you received grace. It was like a blanket that came over you. It was like basically His way of saying, you know what? I'm watching over you from here on out. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to show you everything you got to do. So meaning you don't have to be afraid that God's going to leave you. You don't got to be afraid that God's going to ever just push you away or say, you know what, forget about you. I'm done. No. Grace is the opposite. Grace comes when you need it most. It comes to remind you that He loved you, that He takes care of you, that He's with you, and not only that He's with you, but the fact that He still is listening to you, and that He's still willing to move and use you as He needs to use you. Now, our problem is that we don't really remember that because we say, oh, well, how does it work? How does that work with me? How is it possible? There's a God out there that's willing to give me something for free without wanting anything back. Well, you're wrong. What He wants from you is do you actually accept that grace, that you accept the fact that He's willing to forgive and look past all your stupidness, all your nonsense, and say, you know what, I still love you. I'm still here. I'm still willing to make this work if you are. So look, even if you must have messed up real bad, it could be anything that you might have done. It could have been anybody. It doesn't matter. There's no discrimination. There's no judgment. There's no special person that gets this special pass of grace. It's free. It's completely, utterly free. It's something that you can receive. It's something that I received. It's something everybody is up for. But you have to believe. You have to believe in the sacrifice that He made. And you have to accept it, that even though it's for free, that means you need to just be grateful. That's how you show it. That's how you show your love. That's how you show your true responsibility. That's how you show that you're grateful for grace. That's all it is. When you receive grace, all you need to do is live a holy lifestyle. All you really need to do is show with your life, with your works, that you're grateful, that you're living a holy lifestyle, that you're doing good by what He gave you. Because when you receive a favor, you're not going to pay someone back with an insult. You're not going to pay them back with something of being a backstabber or a hypocrite. No, you're paying them back with favors. You're paying them back with gratitude. You're saying, you know what, man? Yo, you saved me from what I just happened. Or yo, you saved me from what I just went through. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you for letting me get what I needed. Thank you just for being there. That's what grace is. He's just there. And sometimes we don't really acknowledge Him. We don't really take Him in consideration. We don't ever truly accept it. And you know why? Because how is it you're going to be grateful for something you don't see? How are you going to be grateful when you don't really hear Him as you do? But the thing is this, you don't need to see Him. You don't even need to hear Him. All you got to do is look at yourself in the mirror and realize, by His grace, I'm saved. By His grace, I woke up today. By His grace, I'm able to do what I do best. By His grace, I'm able just to live and be happy in life. So what you got to do today, and something I want you to understand is this. What should you do to show that you're happy and you're grateful for what God did on the cross for you? How do you do it? Start changing certain things. Start looking at your life and saying, God, how am I living my life? What am I doing to show you that I'm glad that you saved me? I'm happy at the fact that even though everybody else looks horribly in me, you still see something in me. You still see hope. You still see a little bit of you. That you still see that image and likeness that you created. So God, you can ask yourself, what can I do? What can I do to show that I'm happy with the grace that I've received? You don't have to go out and do 50 prayers a day and bend down on your knees to hop on one foot and all that stuff. No, all you need to do is live a life in gratitude for him. Be humble. Don't be prideful about that he saved you and that no one else can be saved. No, shut up. Don't say that. Everybody can receive grace. The thing is, you were smart enough to actually try and put it in practice. So what you should do now is show another person grace. Show another person mercy. Show another person forgiveness. Don't hold resentments. Don't burden yourself up with walls and all this stuff inside of you. No, let it go and let God glorify himself in you the same way he did. The same way he was able to forgive you and look past all your nonsense. Do the same thing for other people that do it every day. So today I want to let you know, and I want to send you out, and I want to dare you to do that. Forgive somebody. Actually say hello. Say thank you for something. Be grateful. And just accept the fact that his grace is always there. You're never going to fall out of it, and you're never going to run out. God bless you guys.